Thank you, Miha. Hello, everyone. Since I'm the last presenter of the last session, let me be a bit of the first day. Let me be a bit informal and say, wow, it's been a very informative and inspiring day, and I do feel like a digital teenager among digital grown-ups. But okay, let education do its thing. Okay, I'm going to present the poster. 1 minute spent, 4 more to go. I'm going to present the poster Women in the Promotion of Croatian Tourism, exhibition from digitized sources, which was prepared by Jasenka Kranjčević, a researcher at the Institute of Tourism, my colleague and head librarian at the Institute of Ethnology and Folklore Research, Anamarija Starčević Štambuk, present here, and myself. I will refer to the Institute of Ethnology and Folklore Research as to IEF from now on. Okay, how it all started? It all started with a gift given to the Institute for Tourism by architect Alexander Laszlo. It contained a fair amount of tourist promotional materials featuring women as key figures. The researcher at the Institute, one of the researchers at the Institute, Ms. Kranjčević, got intrigued by these materials, and she started to search for more materials of the same sort at her home institution and at other institutions. So the primary sources came from the collections of IEF, National and University Library in Zagreb, Zagreb City Libraries, several tourist bureaus, etc. She was also, in the process, she was joined by more colleagues from the Institute for Tourism, and a small internal project started. Jasenka organized organized the materials by time period, and 3 separate exhibitions accompanied by talks and discussions were organized. These were physical exhibitions. They were held in spring and autumn of this year. So the first one consisted of 15 exhibit panels with 36 digitized objects. The first one was named Women in Croatian Tourism up to 1918. The second one, named Women in Croatian Tourism Between the Two Wars, consisted of 15 exhibit panels with 48 digitized objects. And the last one, Women in Croatian Tourism in the Era of Socialism, consisted of 8 exhibit panels with 32 digitized objects. Okay, so now we had these primary resources dispersed among many different institutions and organizations, and as such not very useful. So the next step was to integrate them in one place to create a one-of-a-kind digital collection that will support further research. This is what we are doing now. So we are investigating the context of each digital object and enriching it with metadata. This is done jointly by the Institute for Tourism and IEF. And the digitized materials will be stored at the repository, at IEF's repository. Here is the user interface of the repository. Of course, some materials are out of copyright, the oldest ones. Many are not. That's the omnipresent issue of copyright that we need to deal with and try to find a solution to this problem to make the materials really accessible to researchers everywhere. Okay, so as I said, digital collections support research, but they're in general not accessible to wider audience and not interesting to wider audience. However, this content stored in a digital collection can be further combined to produce a thematic virtual exhibition, or a VE, as I'm going to refer to it in this talk. So I came to this conclusion by looking at many different VEs. At its best, it's a very, very good story. It's a meaningful whole. It's a coherent, informative, inspiring story. Of course, there are hyperlinks, almost by definition, in a VE, and we are going to have hyperlinks that will to digitized objects in the digital collection in our repository, and also to the sources outside the repository. Hypertext and hypermedia provide a layered contextual information and a better understanding of the exhibition. So VEs have a potential to be great educational tools because of this. Also, they promote primary sources. Now, the question of all questions, which tool to use to create a VE? We've done some research, we are still doing it. There are many tools, most of them are open source, most of them are free up to the point. If we had a big budget, which we don't, we could maybe have a customized virtual exhibition. Anyway, there is plenty to say about that, but that's another topic, a topic for another poster. Thank you for your attention.